Better make
Be
camp
thinking
soon.
on all that you learned below.
Might be a while before there's another
If you've
chance
got
to
your
rest.
breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
It's Baldur'S.
Like your mind, once you're dead.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's, a bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures, each in circle. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizura had swept it clean. After, he said only 1 word. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Like your mind, once you dead.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands. The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. We need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have... You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers. It is most disturbing. But take courage. You have a nether stone. And you're on the scent of two more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelin's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Come, there are important matters to discuss. A curse lifted. The dead three. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Do illithids possess souls? Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the three amass a flock without souls, yet, until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, Bane, once judged, ascended, then vanquished. The Alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold. No.
No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
Go home, Marcus, he says.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Wouldn't have lasted long.
Begone! I must admire Isabel's fulsome beauty away from prying eye.
Sorry.
Horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be... Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry, for I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I have, anyway. Once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. Not what, who. But all in due course.
It's you dead.
How'd you survive it?
I swear, good.
Without him,
I swear, I'll be ready.
when Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, it's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. They are... But I've seen the respect he inspires in the Flaming... I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the good of Baldur's Gate. When this land fell to the curse, it's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. I don't think there will. The truth is, the shadow fell. But because of you.
I should try to cheer them up.
Back in last light, I was wrecking, and then a blinding light cuts through. Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him. I looked up to him. We all did. There are less mouths to feed, but hopefully...
Why, yes. Once Althea is done... Why are we still here? Grown up.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about... I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just Maybe. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You need to eat before we head off, all right?
Yes.
Do you have anything to eat?
No. There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. That sounds... slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren. Wulbren and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with... That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese, and I overheard them. Like a... with the sword to saving the... I'll be seeing you.
Flash. No substance. I owe you an apology. Marcus and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. Gracious as well as impressive. A fine combination. And that's precisely why I want you. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of... Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know... Bring every scrap of courage you have.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
I'll be seeing you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
Feels like forever.
Just tell me what you need.
ladylike.
Thanks for watching out for me. I could have tossed me back in the shadows.
No face left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? Whatever the fuck he's been up to in the last 10 years, we have to... He used me up and gave me away when he was done with me. Didn't matter. And he has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! He can't get away with what he's done.
I would not linger in this land over long, but as you wish. I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever you're sure? Oh, back in... Speak. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get...
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon. Not as glad as nature moves at its own pace and bestows its bounty when it sees fit.
dragging him into this. I'll be seeing you at your camp.
Just tell me what you need.
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Keep your distance, girl. About him.
Curse this heart of mine.
Just tell me what you need. Lady.
Nichols.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. It isn't like me. Not like me at all. I was being too precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always and let her have me for a bit. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Haven't you been through all I have? You damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was... I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to. I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents...
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
never a dull moment.
Action, not reaction.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
I suppose you've earned it. Relieved, terrified, sick to my stomach. I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong, defied Shah. I don't know what comes next, but at least I have you by my side.
Fine. What's on your mind?
No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
Ah, my good fellow.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
The egg is gone. A fragile thing. A future I will fight for. And one
to Baldur'S.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. Ketheric Thorm. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? Guilty. The moment I looked at Aelin, I just knew I had to be with her. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. I found last light within the shadows. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. Looking forward to a bit of rest.
Scratch's tail wags furiously. These two have become firm friends. Nothing. Both animals look fine, watching you expectantly.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. Of course. Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here. Well, don't stand. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, my mate most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Ketheric Thorm. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. Even when he worshipped when she died. Curse the day, the hour. We each of us, he turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she he and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell. Claimed they'd found someone in need. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest.
So, and here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Well met.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. He got his claws into me early. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. See, he took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. I respected him. Trusted him. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't.
I would not linger in this land over long.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air.
What's on your mind?
Can't slow down.